Hi friends, it's Kelly with Rowena May Inspired, and today we're going to do a craft using this styrofoam pumpkin that I purchased from the Dollar Tree. I'm just going to take my little X-Acto knife and I'm going to cut the stem off it. I'm just going to throw that away. I'm not going to use it. So then I'm going to take some Dixie Belle chalk mineral paint in the color drop cloth, and I'm just going to paint the entire pumpkin. I give it about 1.5 coats. Didn't really need to go over it much more than that. So now I have this doily, and this doily belonged to my Aunt Anita's mother-in-law. So I'm going to go ahead and just wrap this doily inside, just pull it up and wrap it around inside the pumpkin. I'm not going to hot glue it because this is going to be a gift for my Aunt Anita, and I'm just going to take some thumbtacks and just tack it in there so that if she decides she doesn't want this on the pumpkin anymore, she can remove it and still use it. I hated to cut up a doily that came from somebody's, somebody close to me's, family member. So I have this piece of birchwood, which, funny thing, it came from the UP, from our trip to the UP last weekend, or earlier last week. And it came from my cousin's yard, and so I brought some home, and I used that for the stem. So now I'm just going to take some material to make a bow. This is just some green and white check, the gingham material. I'm just going to go back and forth using the Big Girl Bow Dabra to make a cute little bow. So I think I go maybe like 3 or 4 times. This was quite a long piece, and I just rip my pieces the length, and I just use them all until I get an even amount on each side, then I trim off the excess. So then I'm going to go in with some of this really pretty kind of fall orangish color material. This is one-sided, so I do have to flip it. This is a little bit skinnier piece, so it did kind of, it kind of rolls up a little bit sometimes. It depends on the, the material that you're using, if it comes out straight or if it kind of curls on itself. It's just the type of material it is. So I'm just trimming off the excess. And then this last one is, this is actually a curtain. It's got that eyelet, really pretty eyelet, and I thought it was kind of cool. It's cream colored. It was a curtain I must have got from an estate sale, so I decided to use that as well. So we'll trim off the excess, and then I'm going to take some Excelsior, shove that right down in there, and then we'll take the twine and we'll tie it in the center, remove it from the Bow Dabra. Once we get it tight, we're going to pull it off there, and I'm just going to flip it over. I'm going to tie it off, and then I do go ahead and just fluff out the entire bow. You'll see here in a minute. So I decided to just tie it. If you look, I just tied it around the birch stick. Again, I'm not hot gluing anything except for these pieces of greenery. The pieces of greenery are going to just be hot glued onto the actual ribbon. Again, so this can be removed. Then I took some of my brown floral cover or paper covered floral wire, whatever. I can't talk today. And I'm twisting it up to make some tendrils for the pumpkin. So there's about, I don't know, it's probably about 2 feet long, and I rolled it over on itself, or I folded it over on itself about 3 or 4 times, and then we're just twisting it together. I wanted it thick enough so you could still see it. You'll see here in a minute. I'm just going to take a dowel and I'm going to twirl it so you get that tendril effect. And once I get it the way I want it, I'm just going to kind of split it in the middle, hot glue it again to the bow. So it's just going to sit right in behind the bow, like so. So my Aunt Anita likes bling, so I decided I wanted to stick a little bit of, I have some Totally Dazzled bling that I've had in my stash for quite a while. I don't use it very often, so I thought this was a perfect project to use this on, and that's it, you guys. I think this turned out so stinking cute, and I just love all the elements of this craft that are repurposed. I hope you enjoyed watching this craft, and if you did, please hit like, share, and follow Rowena May Inspired for more fun, cute crafts. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.